But there was one time when Maurice Sam took a picture of Ruth Kadiri while they were together. She was fast asleep. Hi guys. So this movie is titled Terms of Attraction, and it stars Maurice Sam and Ruth Kadiri. Those are the main actors in the movie. So this movie talks about a young lady, a young successful lady who whenever she does something with any guy, the guy has to sign a non-disclosure form, an NDA, that is not going to talk about it. So it starts from a scene where she just finished doing whatever she was doing with one guy, and the guy wanted to leave, and then she told the guy to sign the NDA, non-disclosure form, but the guy said that he was not going to sign it. And then she has a personal bodyguard who came in and forced the guy to sign it. So it's continuing like that whenever the guy comes and they finish doing something, she will pay the guy. So Maurice Sam is another young man who is into tech. So he designed a gaming app, and he met with his uncle, was trying to convince his uncle to invest in his gaming app. So his uncle was not really very much interested, but himself and his uncle, they finally came to an agreement that Maurice Sam should come and work in his company, and if he sees how serious Maurice Sam is, then he would consider investing in Maurice Sam's gaming app. So Ruth Kadiri was a very terrible boss. She was very rude to her staffs, and she was very mean. She even fired one just because he came to work late. That's how tough she was. So Maurice Sam was assigned to work under Ruth Kadiri because according to Maurice Sam's uncle, he said that he knows that Ruth Kadiri is a very, very strict lady, and he wants Maurice Sam to work under Ruth Kadiri. So moving on, Maurice Sam starts working with Ruth Kadiri. Then he has to deal with Ruth Kadiri's attitude problem. They were working closely. One thing led to another, and something happened. So after that thing happened, Ruth Kadiri, she also forced Maurice Sam to sign the non-disclosure form after the first time, and Maurice Sam wanted a relationship, but she was acting all tough like a boss lady that she doesn't want a relationship. So Maurice Sam started flirting with other girls in the office, and Ruth Kadiri was becoming jealous. But eventually, Ruth Kadiri and Maurice Sam would start dating. So I would not say like dating, but they were spending most times together and everything like that. So Ruth Kadiri, she's very, very insecure. She doesn't really trust people. But there was one time when Maurice Sam took a picture of Ruth Kadiri while they were together. She was fast asleep. So Ruth Kadiri is fighting for a post in her office. Her opponent is another guy. They are fighting to be, I think, is it the CEO or something, or the managing director, one big post in the office like that. And Maurice Sam's uncle has to pick between the both of them. So some things are going to happen in the film that would even make Ruth Kadiri and Maurice Sam to have a serious issue where they would quarrel and they would stop talking and communicating with each other. And other things will still happen in her workplace that would affect her greatly in her workplace. So if you want to know what happened, you can go and watch the movie and you will understand the rest part. So basically, it comes to the time where I rate the movie. I rate the movie and I tell you why I'm rating the movie that number. So I'm going to rate this movie a 3 over 10. So I think that Nollywood needs to try harder in their fight scenes, because the fight scene was very, very unrealistic. They are fighting and just the person is doing like this, like it's very unrealistic. I think that Nollywood needs to try very, very hard in their fighting scene. That's what took some points off this movie. Their fighting scene did not really make sense at all. And even after they have finished beating up somebody, the person has no bruises. It's like these days, one thing that is wrong with these Nollywood people, which is very insensible, whatever we call it, is you are doing a fighting that somebody got beat up. These days, you people don't even want to pay makeup artists. You people don't want to pay a makeup artist to make it look real. They just act that you got beat up and then you just plaster your face with a sellotape. It does not make any sense, because you act anything for us and we accept it now. One of the reasons is that, you remember the fight scene where they fought Maurice Sam in one part of the movie, and then these boys beat him up and took his phone. They did not ask him for the password or anything. And everybody knows that it's an iPhone. It definitely has a password. The phone is locked. And somehow, they were able to get some vital information from that phone. How did they do it? We did not see that they pressured him to give them the password or anything. And we know that if you don't have the password to an iPhone, the only thing you can do is to do a factory reset on the phone. So if you did not open the phone for those people, how were they able to get the information off the phone? Another thing that did not make sense was later, when Maurice Sam wanted to present some evidence, he actually presented some evidence with that same phone that was stolen. Do you think we won't know? Now someone has say us finish, Rich. Wait, do you think we won't know that it's the same phone? The same phone that they stole is what you see used to present evidence later. That's why I'm giving it a 3 over 10. I usually rate Maurice Sam's movie high, but I was very disappointed in this movie. Another thing is, there was a scene when Maurice Sam was gaming. He whole pad, like say he faced wall. But if you look that scene where there was no TV on the wall. And then another thing I took points from the movie was that place after they finished beating up the guy. Because they don't want to spend money in a hospital scene, they now acted it in a way that there was a nurse that was just around the corner. And the nurse just followed Maurice Sam to his house to treat him. Person where you don't know. Somebody you did not know before. Because they were beating the person, you just helped the person and you followed him to his house and you were treating him at home. Because you people don't want to do a hospital scene.